Going overseas for a degree used to be about the ivy on the walls and the name on the diploma. Today, that academic prestige comes attached to a massive, heavily stamped 50 lakh rupee loan agreement. For decades, Indian students chose their study abroad destinations based almost entirely on historical brand recognition and academic reputation. You picked a famous university, packed your bags, and figured out the rest later. The 2026 academic cycle has forced a shift in that logic. Rising foreign exchange rates, mandatory health premiums, and volatile immigration policies mean that blind faith in a university brand is a fast track to financial ruin. This chart shows the return on investment, or ROI, equation. To survive the modern global education market, you must balance three variables: initial capital input, degree duration, and long-term payout. Running the top 5 global hubs, USA, Canada, UK, Australia, and Germany, through this equation reveals completely different financial profiles. An international degree is a high-stakes corporate investment. Treating it as a strictly calculated financial portfolio is the only mathematically sound way to protect your family's capital in the modern global economy. The United States requires the highest upfront capital investment, routinely demanding up to $60,000, or 50 lakh rupees, per year for tuition alone. It is a high-risk, high-reward tech and business hub. This diagram shows the American ROI funnel. While science, technology, engineering, and math graduates get a 3-year work extension and access to the highest starting salaries on Earth, they all eventually hit a tightly restricted exit point. The pathway from an H-1B work visa to permanent residency is a severe lottery-based bottleneck. The United Kingdom offers an entirely different mathematical advantage: speed to market. Unlike the 2-year degrees standard in North America, a standard master's degree in the UK takes exactly 1 year to complete. This chart shows the timeline comparison. By condensing the academic requirements into 12 months, you immediately have your total living costs in a highly expensive country, while entering the corporate workforce a full year ahead of your global competitors. If your priority is absolute immigration security, Canada offers mid-range tuition costs and a safer long-term payout. The catch is the upfront capital requirement. Securing a student visa requires purchasing a guaranteed investment certificate, a mandatory living expense fund of over 20,000 Canadian dollars, before you even arrive. That initial cost provides access to some of the most generous post-study work policies available. A 3-year work permit feeds your experience directly into the Express Entry system. Express Entry is Canada's mathematical immigration formula that assigns points for your education and local work experience, creating a highly reliable pipeline directly to permanent residency. Deciding between North America and the UK requires you to pick your primary metric: maximizing your peak lifetime earnings in the US, securing immediate workforce entry in Britain, or heavily weighing your odds for permanent residency in Canada. Australia runs on a unique cash flow model. Students face steep upfront barriers, including mandatory health insurance coverage for the entire duration of their visa, paid in advance. However, they offset this with an exceptionally high part-time minimum wage, allowing students to aggressively manage their daily living expenses. This map shows Australia's geographical immigration loophole. By studying outside of massive hubs like Sydney and choosing designated regional zones like Adelaide or Perth, graduates gain up to 4 years of post-study work rights and crucial bonus points toward their permanent residency applications. Germany completely inverts the standard Anglo-American financial model. Rather than relying on massive, high-interest loans, international students at German public universities pay absolutely zero tuition fees. The barrier to entry here is a strict cost control mechanism known as a blocked account. A blocked account is a specialized escrow setup where you must deposit exactly €11,208 to prove you can independently cover your first year of living expenses. The ROI payout for that manageable living cost is an 18-month job seeker visa. For students in mechanical engineering, automotive design, or IT, finding employment quickly transitions them to an EU Blue Card, opening a direct and highly subsidized pipeline to European settlement. Australia and Germany prove that maximizing your international education does not require borrowing the absolute maximum amount of capital. Instead, it relies on making highly strategic, geographic, and sector-specific choices. Identifying the perfect destination country is useless if you fail to build the sophisticated financial architecture required to actually get there. Relying on traditional public bank loans is slow, and for amounts over 7.5 lakh rupees, they require physical property collateral. This locks up family assets for years. This diagram shows the alternative: NBFCs, or non-banking financial companies, and specialized international lenders. They disperse rapid, unsecured loans based entirely on the student's standardized test scores, the global ranking of the university, and the future earning potential of that specific degree. Once the capital is secured, fluctuating foreign exchange rates can quietly destroy lakhs of rupees through hidden conversion fees. Deploying a dedicated zero-markup Forex card from day one is a necessary defense mechanism to protect those borrowed funds. The 2026 strategic matrix is clear. Target the USA for peak earnings, Canada or regional Australia for residency, choose the UK for market speed, or Germany for zero tuition engineering. There is no universally perfect destination. A successful global education requires mathematically matching a specific nation's immigration policy directly to your personal financial reality. Choosing your destination is only step one. Check the pinned comment and the description below to access the Money Mitra Network 2026 Master Guides, explore our free courses, and utilize the resources you need to execute your global education strategy today.